Hey, what's up guys? Hazardous Gaming here, and I am back today with some more Simple Planes. Now, today we are going to be looking at the Cowpack 3000. It's got your cow with the classic spots, nice face, got some udders on their tail, and a jetpack. Because who doesn't want a flying cow that may or may not explode? Who doesn't want that? No, I'm just kidding. You guys didn't think I was serious, right? I mean, judging by you probably read the title. That's not what we're going to be doing today. Yeah. Assuming you read the title, you probably already know that. Okay. What looks different about this than it usually does? I'll give you a hint. I'm kind of clicking on it right now. It's kind of highlighted. Boom, there you go, mods. Yes, I have finally figured out how to get mods on this game. Now, it's not like they're gonna be like mods that enhance my my flying abilities, because I know all of you people love to watch me struggle at flying. No, I mean, there are some of them. I even downloaded the moon. I downloaded the moon. But I don't have it active. I really only have the weapons active, except for the flamethrower, because that one's really laggy. Yeah. I think most of these are by Gestor. I think that's how you say his name. There might be one or two that's not. I already clicked on that, didn't I? Yeah, this one's not the tactical laser system, and neither is the Avenger. But we're going to get into all of those right now, except for the brain fart flamethrower. That thing, for some reason, it doesn't do any actual damage, and it also is like really weird in the fact that it like sticks around and really drops the frame rate. That's kind of a shame, but whatever. So we are going to bring out our handy dandy mod tester. Ba-ba-ba. I'm actually going to make a couple modifications to this. I'm going to put a block here. I'm going to put a block here. I'm going to put a block here. There. Okay, so right now it's looking kind of weird, but pretty much all normal. Everything's pretty much vanilla. Sorry about the shrieking you hear in the background. That's my dogs being weird and playing. Yes, they're fine. Whatever. They're okay. Yeah, she yaps at weird things. She, like, things don't even touch her and she'll screech at them. I believe all of the mods that we're testing today are weapon mods. As you can see, it takes a much longer, a noticeable difference longer to, hey, dog, you stepped on my phone. Why you gotta climb all over me? It takes a noticeable while longer to load up the menu for these. So we have a 120 millimeter cannon, 16-inch naval gun, which is a beast, by the way. Bofors 57, which I believe is like a flak cannon. MK20 autocannon. We have laser cannons, super lasers, tactical laser system, and a GAU-8 Avenger. So we're going to go into the lasers first. This is the tactical laser system from Ace Combat series. I'm not familiar with the game, but I guess that's what the tactical laser system from the game looks like. The TLS. Just call it the TLS. So I'm going to set it to group 1. And then we have a laser cannon, which I believe only mounts to the wings. Yeah, it looks like it's only mountable to wings. So we'll go ahead and mirror that to the other side. And then we have the super laser. This thing is a beast, by the way. I've been playing with these for like about a week now. These things are amazing. I actually need I'm going to go ahead and do that, and that should work. Lit activation. Did I give these an activation group? No, I did not. 2. Oh. 1, 2. I'll give this one 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these things are absolute beasts. Unfortunately, you guys are not able to hear the sounds because if you were, these things are incredible. So they register as air to ground. So right now we are firing the Tactical Laser System, TLS. For some reason, activation groups don't work with these. That actually looks really cool. Yeah, they're basically laser beams. Now, I don't think that they have infinite range as far as I can tell. Like, I've been really high in the air and shot down, and I know for sure that it got a direct hit. I am absolutely positive that it was a direct hit from a laser, or it would have been if they had infinite range. Yeah. So let's go ahead and... go away. Okay. I'm going to bring these... I'm going to show just how deadly these things are. Okay, never mind. They can't actually hit. We could have like a rave party. Dude, you can make like a disco party, man. Somebody make that for me with this mod. Make me a disco party, and I will feature it in a future episode. Don't worry. I promise I will do that. Using this mod, the Tactical Laser System mods, I want to see a disco party type thing that actually works. So, we're going to take this. We're going to give it like some sort of rotation ability. So I can actually show just how quickly these things can take down the beast. So I'm going to go 2 laser cannons right now. Okay. I should probably put on some rotators, actually. I'll put a rotator, like, down on the bottom. Sorry, I should have probably had this planned out a little bit better. We'll set you up there, and we'll set you down there. Input VTOL. Okay, sounds good. Looks good, pretty much. Alright, let's try this. Now, these things are crazy. Okay, too far. No, please don't go that far. Okay, that's weird. Oh, I think we flipped over. Yeah, see, we already set it on fire just from that split-second blast. Okay, that needs to rotate some bit further. And it's already beginning to sink slightly. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I thought I saw it listing. Yeah, it's definitely doing something. Look, it's destroyed. Barely anything and it's already dead. The beast. The strongest entity in the game. These things are amazing. I've played around with these before, but I just wanted to show these to you. These things are insane. So let's try out the TLS. We're going to save the best for last here. That super laser. We're going to save that for last. The best for last. That thing is a beast. Oh, by the way, I did try and make a Death Star. It didn't really work. It kind of blew myself up. Is that mounted properly? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, let's go into this. As you can see, it's a little bit heavy. Never mind. Guess we won't be doing that. I know. Why don't we just take this? I'm gonna align it just like that. We'll give it some X rotations. No. 0 rotations. Y rotations. Yes, there we go. We'll just rotate it. That should be enough, shouldn't it? If it's not, then we can fix it pretty easily. Nope. Okay, it needs to be slightly more since it... Actually, we could just, like, add a nice base so it stops rolling like that. How about we move it forward a little bit? And then... Nope, that's paint. That's not what I want. No, that's not what I want either. That's that block right there. I want this. Okay, hopefully this is enough. I just really want to show this to you. And if it's not, then I'll grab something that I made that actually has a super laser on it. Or not a super laser. This thing. Now watch this. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Boom. Dead. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And these things can overheat. Just so you know. Like this one, I think it takes like 10 seconds. So if you watch the top of the screen, it should start. Yep, see, there it goes. I'm not going to get into, like, the other one, the little blue one, because I kind of already did that. I don't feel like doing that again. I don't want to put that back on there already. Okay, now we're going to go in and grab the super laser. Now, this thing is a beast, as I've already said multiple times. But when I say that, I'm not saying it just to say it. I'm saying it because it is absolutely 100% true. And it's small and compact as well. And if you had the overload mod, which I don't have, I might get it, I might not. I don't know. I probably will, actually. You can make these things incredibly small, but still have the exact same properties. So they are just as powerful. They do just as much damage. They do basically the same effects on your aircraft, but they are incredibly small. You can make them whatever size you want. Yeah, watch this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, like, look at that. I'm actually going to restart that. That wasn't very good. It's got to heat up for a second, I think. This one is kind of weird because it does kind of have to heat up a little bit. Like, it doesn't do massive damage immediately, but, like, watch the actual thing. That is amazing, isn't it? Look, we already set it on fire. Oh, we missed. It, like, moved us. Whee! And it starts playing, like, the tactical nuke, soundboard thing. That's kind of cool. I find all the sounds, like, how the person made, like, unique sounds for all of these, just absolutely amazing. So, next on the list, I believe we have some of the ballistics weapons. Alrighty, we're gonna try out the Avenger first. This thing is personally my favorite. The GAU Avenger is an unstoppable gun that can destroy anything. And when it says anything, it means anything. The only downside to it is you kind of have to mount it from the top. So, there you go. You kind of have to mount it like that. Like, its only connector is the top. Like, you can't mount it on, like, having it so that it's facing backwards or anything. This should be good enough. And it says in the description that it has an overheat rate, but it actually doesn't. And there it goes already. Wait, no. It's just multiple parts damaged. Why is it damaging my own thing? Okay, it's probably because of recoil or something. Okay, it just shot off the entire ship. Whoa! Why am I exploding? Am I gonna explode again? No, the gun has been disabled. What let's just go back to our normal zone for testing things. As you can see, this thing is a beast. I don't know why it does that. There it goes. It even has a little firing thing, which gets kind of annoying when you're like looking out of the corner of your eye. You just see that going off and you think it's firing, but it's actually not. Now, I do know this thing has custom sounds, but it sounds like the minigun. I just can't hear it right now. I don't know why. So that's the Avenger. It looks really cool too. Here, I'll show you it in the editor. It looks like amazing. I love the detail. The amount of detail into this is amazing. And honestly, the things you could do, like, you could turn this into a Punisher from War Robots. I want to see somebody do that. Like, I've already seen some, like, War Robots in Simple Planes, but they're not really that amazing. Like, the ones that I have seen, they can walk. I saw a Griffin, it could walk, but it couldn't really jump. And it wasn't very good at walking, and it was super laggy. Like, it had a whole lot of parts. Like, if one of you guys can make a robot from War Robots, Walking War Robots, my second game, or actually, this is my second game. My first game is Walking War Robots. But if one of you guys can make a robot that has, like, all the weapons and stuff, like get, like, a Punisher or something, or not a, like, make this, like, use this mod or something and make it into a Punisher, that would be amazing. And put, like, a War Robot on it or something, or put it on a War Robot, that would be awesome. Okay, next up, we will get, let's see, what shall we get next? We will get the autocannon. Now, these things can be mounted on wings. They can also be mounted on singular blocks and stuff. Really just your preference, whatever. I believe they are like wing guns, but a little more powerful. These could honestly be Molots, too. You can make these into, like, Molots, like, all kinds of stuff. The sound profile is extremely laggy. And it drops the frame rate a little bit. Like, you can see I'm firing and I'm trying to move. I think it's because it has such a high rate of fire and it's trying to do the muzzle flashes. Like, you'll see it stops muzzle flashing after quite a while. And like, I let go of the button and it still was firing for like half a second. It's really weird. But, like, the amount of detail that's put into these things is amazing. Like, look at that. If it weren't for how laggy these things can get, I would honestly use these things much more often. You can actually see down the barrel, too, for a little ways. Like, you can see the bullets inside of it. Like, look at the detail on the bullets. There's even, like, right here, there's even the little divots right there in the casings. Like, the amount of detail on some of these things is incredible. So enough with the autocannons. Oh, whoa, why is it, like, slanting weirdly? That's weird. So pop these off. I'm gonna go grab something else. And trust me when I say I am, like, some of these things are huge. Like, not even kidding. The last one that we're gonna do is incredibly large. We're going to grab the Bofors 57, which I believe is like an anti-aircraft flat cannon kind of thing. I'm pretty sure is what it is. I really wish you guys could hear. Like, look at that. Like, you can even see, like, the bullets coming out of this thing. Like, look. If I could slow it down right now, I probably would, but I can't. I'm not currently able to do that. Look at it. You see the little black, like, mass inside the muzzle flash? That's the bullet coming out of the gun. These things are incredible. And it's not like it drops my frame rate or anything either. It is incredibly awesome. I'm like firing and moving and stuff too. It's really cool. And I do believe these do damage to things. I'm pretty sure they do damage because I actually managed to somehow kill myself when I was putting this little thing on a Oops, that's not what I want. When I was messing around with the Bofors 57, especially, like I put it on like a striker kind of thing, and I was using it, and I was like pointed it a little too far down, and it hit me, and it like blew part of my vehicle up. It was really cool. So next up, I believe the second to last one here. Unfortunately, the activation groups don't work very well for these. Yeah, it is the last one, the second to last one. Look how massive this thing is. And this is like one cannon, and for some reason, I do believe it is possible. Yeah, that's really weird. You can mount it from the tip of the barrel. That's really weird. Yeah, we'll just mount it like right here. That's good enough. You can actually see down. Okay, maybe if that thing wasn't in the way, but like you can actually see down the barrel on a lot of these. Like I'll show you on the next one we're about to do now. This is actually not a very good part to put that on. We'll put it right there. There we go. Looks good enough. Good enough for me. Okay, so this is actually tilting my aircraft backwards. Wonderful. Whatever. So look carefully. Like, it doesn't have as much detail as the other ones. However, like, it could have you fooled. Look! It has a reload animation and the shells pop out. That is amazing. Look at that. Is that not incredibly amazing? And these things do damage too. It's awesome. And like when you fire, the shell pops out. You see like the little thing going down here. I'm not actually capable of firing until that thing goes back up there. Okay, it's kind of it's glitching out a little bit right now. These things do like actual damage. It's really amazing. But that is just slightly nothing. Slightly nothing. Yes, that makes perfect sense. That is nothing compared to what I'm about to show you. Okay? Now you know how massive that one was. Like, that was pretty big. Compared to a cleaver, that's the same size, if not larger than a cleaver missile. That's from the vanilla game. 16-inch naval gun. No description, except that it weighs 1,102 pounds. It takes a second to load in here, just like, look at that! Look! This thing is massive! And I'm actually going to move this cockpit forward so I can position this thing properly on the center of the gun mount. I do believe it's supposed to have a mount somewhere on the bottom, but I'm not capable of finding it right now. But look at the details on this thing. Like, this thing is incredibly detailed. This is a naval gun, by the way, like a naval battery that you'd find on destroyers. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Like, look. It's even got like the little door and everything where you like reload and all that. That is amazing. Now I'm just gonna zoom out so you can get like a full scale of this thing. Like, this thing is bigger than the gray circle platform. And what's even cooler, you could get some really sick shots of this. You know those like things where like the US military, Navy or whatever is like doing commercials and stuff, and sometimes you'll see them like, or like even the army or anything, like they'll point the camera down the barrel of a really big gun, like a cannon of some sort. That is what I am feeling right now. Like, this thing is massive. Massive. Yeah, so we actually managed to position it quite well over the center of gravity. But this thing, and it's actually more functional than the autocannon is for me. I really wish you guys could hear this right now. It sounds amazing! It sounds amazing! Is it not reload? There we go. I couldn't fire for some reason. This thing is awesome! And you can actually see the shell and everything. Like, I know he had to modify it. Jestor had to modify it because of problems while aiming, I believe. So the shell only appears for, I believe, like half a second. But that is a massive shell. I mean, it's coming from a massive gun, so what do you expect? So, I'm actually going to showcase this naval gun off in a bit of a different way. This is something I kind of threw together in less than an hour. Excuse me. So this features a naval gun on an actual kind of functional kind of platform. I mean, look at that. It's a marvel of engineering. Yes, I made this myself. Derp. Derp, derp, derp. But it's actually a functional moving vehicle, believe it or not. And you might be wondering, what are with all the little L-shaped spider leg upside down things on hinge rotators? Those are to stabilize it. I mean, it doesn't really need it, but honestly, it adds to like the immersion or whatever you would like to say. Like, it makes it look all the more cooler. Like, I think I need to add, like, one more block to it to actually make it lift up off the ground. Because as of right now, it doesn't really lift up at all. Like, it just takes the weight off the shocks, really, is all it does. But you can actually, like, drive this thing around. Probably not a good idea to go this fast. Wait, I wonder if I could still drive. Oh, that's not what I want. Woo, friction brakes. Yeah, so that's another plus to it. Air to ground. So you got your mobile gun platform positioned and ready to go. Boom. Oh my gosh, if you guys can download these for yourselves, these things, you need to experience the sound or look up online of what these mods actually sound like. These things sound incredible, especially this one. Waboom. Sounds awesome. So you can even aim this thing up. You know those rail gun things from World War II that the Germans had, the big giant rail gun that are made like, they're like trains that take like, I think of over 1,000 people to actually operate, maybe even 10,000. I'm not sure, but they got like massive guns. I want to see a gun like that. You can fire this thing. It's absolutely incredible. Now, unfortunately, we kind of glitched it out. We kind of reached the limits of rotational capacity here. It doesn't aim up very high, but dude, this thing is like amazing. Now I wish there was like a way to like track the shell's movement. Like you fire it, you can aim to like camera 1 of 1 or something. You can fire it and then watch it fly. Now, unfortunately, there's no like reload animation kind of things, like no shells popping out or anything. These things are amazing. I love this. I love this gun. It is awesome. I love the sound of it too. It's not like to the point where it feels like you're gonna blow out your eardrums and it's gonna break your speakers, but it has that enough of like a sound where it actually sounds really cool. So yeah, I think that's going to be all for today, guys. I'm sorry that I did not upload a video on Friday. I was kind of busy. Didn't really get a chance to do that, but like I was really looking forward to doing that, but I didn't really get a chance to because I was kind of busy, unfortunately. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and don't worry, we'll be back to reviewing actual planes and stuff that may or may not have mods. I'm not sure. They might not. I don't know. Probably not, because I haven't really made any mod modifications to any of my aircraft. I've really just built stuff. I mean, I've made 1 or 2 modifications to stuff, but that's pretty much it. So I think that's going to be it for today, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and as always, if you really did enjoy it, and you want to show that you really did enjoy it, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But you know, I'm not gonna force you to, because why would you want to subscribe to something you don't enjoy? I know I wouldn't, but yeah, that's gonna be your choice. But I would suggest that you do. So I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you all later. Bye.